Yo, we are live. Welcome to the channel. It is Chosen Wisdom Football, and we are here again, people, on another day where we're probably going to watch dreadful, bad football from Manchester United, and we're probably going to see a Manchester United team lose against Everton away from home. I'm bracing myself, people, for this eventuality. Of course, I have my fingers crossed that this team somehow can find some good football from somewhere and actually entertain us. But we've been waiting for this all season and it hasn't arrived, people. As usual, smash the like, turn on your notifications, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do the damn thing, people. What are people saying? Let me know. Comment below. A few of you in the chat already, people. Lineup is out. The game is going to kick off in literally 2 minutes. Let's quickly run through what this manager has done to this team once again. And the major change that I can see actually in this team is that CASEMIRO and Ugarte are going to start in the midfield. And there's one thing that a lot of people have been saying is, why hasn't CASEMIRO started in midfield with Ugarte? Try it. The first thing that Ruud did when he took over as interim manager is try Ugarte and CASEMIRO in the midfield, and it worked. Those 2-3 games when he did that, we looked solid, we looked robust, we didn't concede, and we looked alright. This manager, Amorim, came in, and he's never done it. He's never tried CASEMIRO and Ugarte. Try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But he's tried so many other things that don't actually make sense. And he's avoiding trying some things that, in my point of view, do make sense, like CASEMIRO and Ugarte. Bruno, we're shoehorning Bruno in every position. We're shoehorning him in the number 10. He's not a number 10. We tried to play him in double pivot. He's not disciplined to play there. He's not. And now we're playing Bruno once again, it seems, back in the number 10, where we know he can't play as a number 10. He cannot play as a number 10. And I know my United fans love him. You guys love him. But he's not good enough. He's not good enough to play in double pivot. And he's not good enough to play number 10. And eventually, if you want to do anything with this team, if you want to win championships, Premier Leagues, we're going to have to move Bruno on. We're going to have to. But for now, he starts in the 10. Zirkzee, one thing I'm disappointed in is the fact that this manager refuses to play Zirkzee as a striker. Maybe he believes in his head that his striker must have lightning pace and stretch the teams running the other way. And to be honest, Rasmus doesn't really do that. I've seen him do it once or twice, but because he can't control the ball and he can't hold it up, even when you're putting a through ball to Rasmus Hojlund, he very rarely gathers the ball competently, holds on to it, bring others into play. So I don't understand, and I keep saying this on this channel, why this manager will not play Zirkzee up front. Arguably the best game we've seen, this manager play since he's been here was the same fixture, the 4-0, I believe the 4-0 win against Everton. And in that game, he knows he played Zirkzee up front. He played Zirkzee up front. For some reason, Rasmus Hojlund is allowed to have a terrible season once again. This season from Rasmus Hojlund has been absolutely disgraceful. And he's a terrible, terrible striker. But I do not know why he starts every single game. And Zirkzee had to play in the 10. Because Zirkzee is a forward. Whether you want to call him a false 9, or whether you're going to call him a forward that drops deep, he's a striker. He's a forward. He's not really a number 10. He's not. And we're going to see the best Zirkzee when he plays up front in Rasmus's position. But this manager will not drop Rasmus. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. We're literally a couple of seconds away from kickoff. Turkish says, we need to win today. Man United is a struggle team right now. And yeah, Cass and Ugarte will be interesting to watch. I agree, Turkish. This manager has to win. Like, the team he's picked here isn't the worst team. I have my critiques. I have my observations. It's not the worst team, but one thing for sure, yeah, this manager has to win today. If he doesn't win today, boy. The sun's out as well. Alright, game has kicked off. I'm also disappointed that Maguire starts. Maguire is a big problem in his team. His lack of mobility and his inability to move and to have any speed about him. He's got no speed about him. It's a big issue because he just drops so deep. And one thing that people don't understand is that Maguire, he doesn't attack the ball because he's scared that if he attacks the ball, especially when the defensive line is high, he's scared that he's going to get spun. So watch Maguire, he stands off a lot. Stand off, stand off. That's not how the manager wants to play. Maguire is a liability in his defence. At the same time, people are saying that he looks good. And Maguire has always looked good in a back three. He's always looked good in a back three. His problem is his lack of mobility makes him a liability in any other formation because he can't move. Anyways, we have a Everton free kick already. One thing I'm happy with is the fact that he's dropped Garnacho. Garnacho had a terrible performance in the last game. His misses, Garnacho's misses, is one of the reasons why we lost that game against Tottenham. So I'm always happy when Garnacho gets dropped. If you love Garnacho, fair enough. You're gonna have to tell me why you think he's good enough to start for this club. You're gonna have to explain it to me because I don't think he is. And I think Man United should have sold him in January. And every time he's dropped, I'm happy because I feel like he's just not good enough, Garnacho. Especially in the system we want to play as a 10. He's not a 10. He's a winger. He cannot play on the inside. He doesn't understand it. He hasn't got the technicality to do it, to hold the ball up, to the touches and to bring others into play. He basically, to play that number 10 role, you got to be able to play in central midfield. Drop in central midfield and play. You can't do that. Garnacho, it's all about getting the ball, isolating his defender, and trying to beat him. And he never ever beats his defender. You've never seen Garnacho do a skill, beat his man, skin his man, and just be one on one. You'll never see him beat his defender, Garnacho, either. Never. Is Mazraoui injured? Is he going to be taken off? Well, we got Lenny Euro, so let's see what this manager does. Down to 10 for the moment. 3 minutes on the clock, people. Big up yourself, Osman, man. Osman in the house. What's Oz saying? Hope Ugarte had his morning coffee. He's going to have to cover two positions. No buying there in the squad. Yeah, yeah. We'll see. I think let's watch Ugarte and Casemiro closely. Because at the end of the day, the last match, everybody who plays in that central midfield, everybody, whether it's a combination of Bruno and Kobe Manu, whether it's Ugarte and Bruno, doesn't matter who it is, yeah. Everybody in that position, in that double pivot drowns really. Because most people playing with three midfield, and our two tens, right, either supposed to create some sort of box midfield or drop in to help, and they don't really do that. So I feel like it's more the structure and how the manager chooses to set up. That's more the issue for me. Oh, because if the tens, yeah, don't drop back, yeah, then the two in a double pivot, have to almost go wide to cover the wide spaces sometimes because the wing backs are caught up. So I feel like it's the understanding of the positions and the structure that's a problem. Because sometimes I feel like, say we get two midfielders here with lungs, with elephant lungs, that can just run. Will that solve the issue? The structural issue? I don't know. Huh? What the hell's going on here? What the hell are we doing, man? Everton just got a header. A header. Is it Metal? Beto. Decent header. Everton's got a chance. Or half a chance. We're already struggling. I can already see the pattern of the game. There's a there's a poll right now, guys. A stupid poll. Little funny poll. If you guys want to complete that. Oh, corner to Everton. It started already. We look so shaky, so unsure. And this is an Everton team that's fighting relegation. Well, we're both fighting relegation. Yeah, nobody in there in the squad. Osman, I think he's injured. Oz. Yeah. He's injured. Yeah, autistic. I've seen a few bits about Beto. He's one of the reasons why Everton are have this sort of like new lease of life. This striker. He scored the most this season for Everton and has less appearances than others who scored more. I think it says. Come on, Zirkzee, you ain't got that amount of time on the ball. Wow, some of the touches so far have been so heavy. Two touches from Zirkzee so far haven't been great. You got to call it out. Get the ball under control, man. Get the ball. Yeah, put the ball down, guys. What the hell's going on? Head tennis, man. I hate this head tennis stuff. Whenever you see a team do loads of head tennis, yeah, it gets me so angry because I'm like, you're doing that because you're scared, yeah, of trying to bring the ball down and play football. So you're choosing to just header it down. When I watch Arsenal, when I watch a better teams play, yeah, the ball's not in the air for like five headers, one header, then another header. It's like as soon as the ball gets to me, I'm trying to put it down on the floor and play football. This head tennis thing is annoying when it happens. All right, go, go. No, Dogu. That's poor, man. The passing is so crazily shit so far. One thing that's clear, yeah. One thing that's clear in this team since the manager's come in, the cohesion. And I always talk about cohesion. The understanding, yeah, between the players, where to be and where they're gonna pass. The communication, it is absolutely terrible. Like, I know it takes a while to learn a new system, but you can pass the ball to your teammate. It shouldn't be hard to pass the ball to your teammate. They're wearing the same color shirt as you, literally. And every time we have this week off business, because this manager loves to talk about training. Another week off. These last two games here, we've had weeks off to do a whole week of training. Huh? Who was that to Casemiro? Wow. I don't understand that ball from Cas. I don't really get it. What was it about? Who was it to? Ah, this is already. I mean, I knew what was gonna happen. Let's not. I shouldn't pretend. Yeah, I shouldn't prepare myself for this stuff. Yeah, know this is gonna happen. No, I'm gonna watch a shit game, and then when it actually happens, complain. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop knowing that United are gonna play shit. Man United play shit, and then I'm surprised. Like that don't make no sense. It don't make sense. Hey, Kind FC in the house. Big up yourself, Kind FC, as always, my G. The case and ugarte midfield gave us our best run of the season. It all depends on what the others do around them. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily the personnel. I tell you what, yeah, you can play a Casemiro ugarte midfield, yeah, as you know, Kind FC, and you don't have to play like one because this manager likes his one for one pressing, yeah. Cass and Ugarte might get dragged out of position because they have to do this one to one pressing. You can play this system in many different ways, bro. Like not loads of teams, but there are a few teams you play three at the back and they don't all play it the same way. You can play a mid to low block. You can play compact, like I said, and have the two just compact. Have those two not really running around, you know, rather than crazy pressing business. The manager needs to listen. You can get rid of Casemiro in the summer all you like, bro. At the end of the day, there's no one really around. There's no Kobe Manu. There's not a lot of players, so you got to play him. And if he's here, just play him. Here we go. Nice. That's better. We had an attack. Flipping heck. Unlucky Dogu. All right. See, that's better. And thing is, yeah, that play, yeah, is so simple. All we've done, yeah, is just one simple overlap. You know, in the previous match, guys, where Dorgu kept overlapping Garnacho, right? And we kept seeing it. We kept seeing Dorgu overlap Garnacho, and Garnacho just refused to use the overlap. And all we've seen, yeah, in this 12 minutes, yeah, in those last two moments, is somebody actually use the wing back. Somebody actually used the overlap, and we've pulled two crosses back, which could have been a goal. And I'm saying it's just simple decision making from like players can improve our team. Get Garnacho out of that 10 position because his decision making is absolutely terrible. And I don't like Bruno in that 10, but at least I know he'll make better decisions than Garnacho. And that's probably why he's playing in the 10. Out of the two, Garnacho and Bruno, I'd much rather see Bruno in that 10. Even though I don't like either of them, but I'd much rather see Bruno. Autistic Amrim really said he's doing worse than other managers and didn't get the new manager bump. The propaganda cannot fight against his honesty. That's funny. Amrim provides his own propaganda and his own anti-propaganda when he speaks. Amrim provides the cure and the cause often when he speaks. Osman, this passing is not inspiring confidence. Osman, nothing I see is inspiring confidence, bro. This is dead. And Oz, the thing is, I don't even feel like it's just this game is dead. I feel like the quality of football that we are seeing in this Premier League this season is absolutely shocking. I was thinking about it. Hold on, is it because I watch Man United play all the time and I'm just always watching crap football? Then I watch Arsenal games. I watch all the other games. I watch all the games that Liverpool are winning, and I'm like, Liverpool don't even play that well when they win games. Then I watched Arsenal play, and Arsenal don't really play good football. And I'm like, the two best teams in the league don't play great football. Everything's all about systems and very robotic. And then I'm looking around thinking, this Premier League, man, is so crap. Like, we always get confused with what we see. When we see pace and power in our league, yeah, and lack of technical ability, let's just call it out as, like, a lot of times, yeah, we say the Premier League's the best league in the world because it's entertaining, because loads of goals go in, and because it's quick. It's not entertaining because it's got a lot of technique and technicality in it. You go to Spain if you're going to watch that. There's a reason why England don't win international tournaments. Oh my lord, the Ligt. What you doing, bro? I always say this. You can have a Premier League, yeah, that is all about pace and power, all you like, yeah. And therefore, all the technical players will not flourish in this league because they're not powerful and they're not athletes. It's an athletes league, the Premier League. Just because you don't make it in the Premier League, yeah, and what we need to do is stop this Premier League supremacy thing. You don't make it in the Premier League, it means you're a rubbish footballer. If you don't make it for Man United, it means no. It means you're not doing this run around pace and power thing. It means you might actually be a real footballer who wants to play football, not just be a flipping marathon runner. And therefore go to Spain and play football. Like, the Premier League is not the be all and end all. And as we could all see, in terms of winning Champions Leagues and international tournaments, it's usually the Spanish clubs that win these things. The Bayerns, the Madrids. Yes, the English club will win it here and every now and again. Oh, that unlucky doggy. The quality of football that we're seeing now, man, is so crap, man. Like, and it starts from grassroots. I'm telling you guys, yeah, at the grassroots in this country, you know, in this country, they're saying no step overs. Don't do no step overs because it doesn't lead to a goal. Don't do no skills because it doesn't lead to a goal. Just cross the ball into your striker so you can head the ball in. And just that wooden sort of like English. So, hey, oi! It should have gone down there, maybe. Everton. 2 challenges on Ghana. Yeah, man, the football just on display is just terrible, man. Individuality, or players with individuality, they're not desired, because a manager now, all these managers now want a player to do exactly what they tell them to. So the Grealishes and all these sort of like individual players, the flair players that we have, they're not liked too much by managers because they're not going to stay in a position. They're not going to run around. They're not going to do this and do that. So they're being replaced by the guys who are just going to do as I tell you to do. I reckon football will change. I reckon it will come back to being art. Because back in the day, guys, we used to see finish. Oh, Everton are putting us under pressure. Back in the day, yeah, we used to see bangers go in. At least 5 long stream far range shots go in every week. Like, the golden month competition, yeah, in the Premier League was crazy. The goal of the month competition in the Premier League was crazy. Chips, lobs, smashes from top court. Like, we were doing a madness. Now, the golden month competition, all tap-ins, all pullbacks, pullback tapping. Like, the individuality of players is not non-existent, bro. It's non-existent. We're all machines and robots and athletes. The product that we're all viewing and consuming has deteriorated immensely, while the money in oh my lord, get it clear, Man United from the corner, get it clear. What the hell, finish? Beto has scored for Everton. Listen, I can't say I wasn't expecting it. And I'm not going to get angry on stream and all these things. Like, I want to smash something, but I'm not going to, because I can't say that I think Everton are going to win, and when they score, act surprised. So I'm just going to chill myself right now today. Yeah, and not react to this crap. Yeah, this is some nonsense. Crap. Ah, Autistic. We had an attack when you're 10 minutes into the game and have your first. Oh my gosh. Kind FC, big up and good morning from New York, bro. Listen, I got family in New York, you know. Real talk. I think I got family in Brooklyn still. I need to go to New York. I've always said I want to go to New York, and I always just it's always just words, man, empty words. But I need to go there, man. When Trump leaves, when Trump leaves office. Oh, that's so crap. So easy. But like I said, let's chill, man. I ain't gonna get angry. Oh, this is crap, man. Kind of see woke up 7 a.m., man. This is the issue. This is the issue. Like, obviously, I woke up literally 5 minutes ago. Is it VAR? Oh. Oh, he's offside. We got life. Jesus is alive. And he can see. Wait, hold on. Let me just not sing. Let me not sing Jesus' name. Oh, he's still on. Isn't he still on? Isn't he still on though? Even if, because he looks like someone's playing him on. Hold on, let me see. He's offside there, but there's another player who touches the ball after before that. So it's like there's two movements. He's an offside there, but they can argue that is he interfering with play? Yeah, he is. How can he not be interfering with play? Look how close all the players are. Look how all the players are like literally 1 feet away from each other. Like he's been there. He being there is causing one of the defenders to drop back to mark him. So he's interfering with play. Just you can't not. The goal's been given. I don't get this whole goal involvement thing, bro. Like everyone is in a small space, yeah. He's standing there in this small space. Like, how can he not interfere with play? I don't know. It is what it is. You gotta take it. 1-0. Yeah, big up yourself, kind FC. I hear you. I'm tired of our fans being harsh on certain players for not doing well at United. Haven't we seen enough to know it's the club culture and not them? What is a common denominator? Bro, you see, you're speaking gospel. You're speaking Psalms, bro. You must have taken that from Psalms. Psalms 24. Man gave me a Psalms, you know. He gave me scripture still. Kind of CB speaking scripture. Yeah, it's this data set. Yeah, is enough now to understand because it's the what's up? It's a distance. It's the Man United are toxic. So Man United fans, yeah, will talk about how badly run the club is and how toxic the club is. We will say this as fans, yeah. While at the same time, yeah, saying that if a player doesn't make it at Man United, they are rubbish. While at the same time seeing player after player come here, not do well, leave, and then succeed. So we see this, and then it doesn't like we don't absorb it. We don't absorb it, and yet we still continue to bash and denigrate and be negative towards our players when we know it's more than just the players. It's more than just the players. You know, I always say the players that often who play for Man United, yeah, are often better than what they show. And it's a combination of so many things. It's a combination of, I always say, playing football is 50% up here. Right, playing for Man United right now, whether it's the media, whether it's the fans, whether it's a combination of two, whatever it is, the club is toxic from top to bottom. How it's run. So you're not going to play your game, bro. You're not going to truly flourish there. You're not. And we've seen many players since Fergie left go there and not flourish. And it's not just one thing. And the problem is most fans, yeah, want to talk about just one thing. It's very difficult to be nuanced. It's very difficult to be like, it's this and it's that. And it's all a combination of all of these things that need to improve. Everton are playing so, like, thing is, yeah, Everton look like a much better team. They look more composed. They look like they know what they're doing. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I'm very close. I'm not the manager out yet. I'm not. I'm not. But I say this in every stream, yeah. I'm now reaching a position where I'm not gonna give him a free pass just because he's a new manager anymore. He's been here long enough now. He knows the players now. And what I need from him and what I expect from him is not this. I expect much better from him. When you watch a team, guys, and I always do this test, if you're watching a team and the whole team is playing badly, the whole team is playing badly. There's not one player who's playing well. Then you got to look at the manager. Because the one thing that I'm not going to do, yeah, I'm not prepared to take, yeah, is the fact that all the Everton players, yeah, are better than all the Man United players. There is not one Everton player that's better. Zirkzee is better than Beto. Zirkzee is better than that striker. He is. Like, there's not many Everton players there that I will take. Yet they're playing much better than us. Which Everton player should we sign in flipping the summer? Which? None. But yet they're winning. Unlucky guys. Come on, guys, man. This manager, I've been seeing things that I don't like from this manager for a long, long time. Since he came. And I've been putting it to the side because he's a new manager. You know them ones. Put it to the side. But now, no, we're 15th. We're 15th now. I can't put these little things that I see to the side now. I have to talk about it. I have to. I want to give this manager time. I don't I want this manager to coach these players. I really do. This is jokes, man. Cultistic, kind of see speaking facts. Yeah, kind of see comes with some gospel. He does still, ain't gonna lie. Maguire's big head could say, oh, what are you saying though? Are you saying like a flipping Maguire header or something at the end? We need Fellaini. That route one to Fellaini and that chest down. My lord, Fellaini's a cheat code, you know. This is what I'm saying. We don't have footballers like that no more. You know, footballers who are specialists. Because we can't have specialists. We need footballers to do run, to trap, to do everything. Like flipping heck. These footballers now are like are getting treated like AI. Everyone wants more from their workers, from their staff. And that's why everybody, whether you're in the office, you're gonna get replaced by AI. If you're in the office, if you're writing anything, if you're producing anything, in 10 years' time, your job will be replaced by AI. And if we could, the managers and the coaches would replace all of these players, but with AI robots who do exactly what they say. No individuality. It used to be the players, you know. It used to be who's got the better players. Now it's like coaches versus coaches. My coaching system against your coaching system. Klopp versus this. And Amrim, no, man. It's Man United versus, there's a team versus the team. The the players are the most important. This is some bullshit, man. David Moyes went into Everton. David Moyes went to Everton knowing that Everton players are rubbish. And he's got more points in a very, very short space of time with this rubbish Everton team. With this rubbish Everton team, he's managed to get more points than Amrim in like 10 games. Yeah. It's not even the physicality, you know. Like, the problem I have with this physicality thing in the Premier League is that if you are technical and you can pass the ball, it doesn't matter how physical people are, bro. Like, you just be conceding bare fouls and winning bare fouls. Like, you just be just dodging bare bullets and getting clamped. And the other team will be getting bare yellow cards and red cards. Like, if you're good enough, you don't need like 11 players that are 6'1", 500 pounds that run at flipping 100 miles an hour. But you don't need those sort of ballers everywhere on the pitch, bruv. It's a lie. Oh man, give it. Oh, Bruno. Bruno tried to turn. Bruno, you should have passed it back to Casemiro in that position. Just give it back to Casemiro. One thing also, guys, when you realize when you're watching these matches, right? Nice. Finish. 2-0. 2-0. The game's done. We're saying, guys, should I end the stream? Should I end the stream? Should I? 2-0, man. What is this going on? Ah, 2-0. What is this? Look at Maguire, yeah? Look at Maguire. Look at Maguire. Look at him. So easy to spin him. Look at Maguire. You can't move. Oh, look who's defending. Maguire, this is my problem. Do you understand, guys? When I see football, when I talk ball, yeah, all I'm doing, yeah, is saying what I see. I'm not making things up when I speak ball, you know. That ball's not hard to understand if you just use your eyes and just see. Look what you see. The issues that we have here is structural. Maguire should not be playing. Maguire should not be playing centre back. I'd rather see Lenny Euro, who has legs, play. That is such an easy goal to score. It's basic. Maguire was nowhere near. He got turned, and once again, like I said, Maguire can't. What we saw right now with Maguire, yeah, at position getting turned that way, is the reason why I keep saying Maguire can't play. Like, I don't understand why people can't see what I can see. Like, once again, I'm not gonna blame Onana. I'm not gonna blame Onana, even though people want to. That's Maguire. What do we do, man, as a football club? Man, them want to protest, go on protest, but then they'll protest one time and then won't protest again. So you won't really do nothing. What can you do? This is crazy. 2-0. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. How did the ball like? Fair enough that Onana pushed the ball up in the air, right? Onana pushed the ball up in the air, but how is Maguire getting out jumped by that striker? Even then, you got Maguire standing. The ball's in the air, and you got Maguire standing, and he's not challenging for the second ball. Oh, ugarte foul. And the thing is about this manager, if he returned to the team that he started with, he played with Everton. Like I said, I reckon if this manager plays Zirkzee up front, because Zirkzee and Hojlund up front is not working. We play better football, yeah, with Zirkzee as the striker. If he returned to that, listen, let's try it. Let's try it. At the end of the day, all he can do is keep trying things, man. This is not good, man. This is not good. Oh my gosh. Look at us. Look how we're playing. Look how we're playing. This is bad, guys. Like I knew we were gonna lose, but 2-0 down like within a 30 within 30 minutes. I didn't think that. I thought we would lose like 2-1 or something. So yeah, man, this has sucked the life out of me, I ain't gonna lie. This is crazy. Anyway, what are you guys saying in the chat, man? Some positivity. The David Moyes guy might have a bright future ahead of him. This the Osman. Yeah, man, we may not actually sign him still. May not actually get David Moyes. It looks alright, innit? It looks alright. Look at this. Quicker, Greg, bam. See, just quick. I don't get United. Come on, man. Oh man, Hojlund. Kind FC, right. We call the club and owners the worst thing in the world, but get mad when others say the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the whole look in the mirror thing, innit? Kind FC. It's a whole like, I could diss myself, yeah, but if you diss me, I'm gonna get angry. It's that mentality. It's that I can call myself fat, but if you call me fat, I'm gonna cry. That stuff. That pisses me off, you know. It's the why does it matter who says it? If you know you're fat, yeah. If someone calls you fat or you call yourself fat, you're fat. Like, let's accept it and move on. That's the kind of stuff that I don't like, bro. Like the messenger is not the most like it's not more important than the message. It never has been, but to a lot of people it is. The truth is more important, yeah, than who's telling you the truth, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ah, oh, Hoyland is so crap. Maguire got cooked. Can't get caught out like that. Kind of see, bro. Maguire got cooked, man. I don't want to hear like I don't want to hear people focus on Onana, yeah, when your defender is getting cooked. I don't see defenders get cooked like that in the Premier League, really. Oh, look at that from Everton. This is nice. Finish. Oh my god. You could argue that could have been free. Oh, this. Let me see what Carltistic is saying now. Nah, what kind of stiff, no rhythm, no flex, statue, concrete movement of Maguire? Oh man. Even Kaisenat AI robot got more flex and rhythm. Damn. You're silly. You're silly, bro. Listen, I don't understand. Obviously, people would say that we know the players. Oh, this is painful. I know people will say that we know the players there more than the manager. I don't know if that's true. If you watching them train every day, bro, surely the manager must know that Maguire hasn't got the pace, hasn't got the mobility. He can see it. My issue with Ten Hag, yeah, and my only thing with these managers, especially these new managers with these rigid philosophies, yeah, that are not flexible, these dumb new managers, yeah, is that do they understand, yeah, what is needed, yeah, to win? Or are they just fixated on their philosophy? Can they, because thing is, if you're like, I play this way and I play this way, right? Do you then have the ability, yeah, to identify what is needed, yeah, to improve if you think in a very rigid way? I.e., if you believe, yeah, that your striker needs to be Hojlund because he runs really quickly, you therefore would want another striker to replace Hojlund who runs. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you want a replacement that fits your framework. What if the replacement that's needed is not the framework that you want? What if what's actually needed is a striker like Zirkzee? Does your brain allow you to identify that's a possibility, or are you fixed, yeah, within your framework of the way you see football? Like, essentially, we're talking about flexibility, but we're talking deeper than that. We're talking about the ability to flexibly identify what is needed, yeah, outside, yeah, what you want. You might want this player, but what you actually need is Y player. But your system only demands X player. You know what I'm saying? One thing I said about Ten Hag, yeah, is after 2 seasons of Man United, yeah, how has Ten Hag, yeah, interpreted the Premier League? I.e., does he believe to win the Premier League you need technical players like a Pep? Does he believe to win the Premier League you need heavy metal players like a Liverpool? How's he interpreted the Premier League and what it is needed to win? A combination of the two, whatever. And when he started getting players like Mason Mount, when he started buying players like Rasmus Hojlund, I realized that he's going for the kamikaze pace, high press sort of thing. That's what he was going for, rather than the technical passing about, pinning teams back, and playing a good football. He wanted to do the transition, kick and run football. That's what he was going with. And when I saw that that's how he's interpreted the league, and that's what he's interpreted that's needed to win the league, I said, no, this is not going to run. So, going back to our new manager, in this short space of time, what does he think, yeah, is needed to bring this team to the next level? I'm now curious to find out what he's identified as a problem and how he's gonna fix it. That is what I will judge this man on next. If he gets to the summer. Oh my gosh, we are playing. This is crazy. This is insane football. We are so nervous and so scared. This manager has to go. What do you think, guys? This manager has to go, surely, man. This is insane. Confidence in these players have gone. I'm not gonna lie, guys. What we're also seeing here is these players here, the confidence in these players are absolutely short. I'm seeing some things on this pitch here that I've not like that I don't usually see some of these players do. Like the the misplaced passes that I'm seeing, it's like League One level. It's literally League One level. Two nil. Crazy. Bro, you say we don't do well early games, but I want you to tell me what games we do well. You know the ones we trying to. Oh, you don't do well with early. Man United don't do well 12:30 games. I don't know. Do Man United do well 3 o'clock games? Do Man United just do well? Yeah, man. This guy. The thing is, yeah, fans are so disingenuous, yeah. I tell you why the fans are also disingenuous as well, yeah. Fans, yeah, keep saying the same thing, yeah, because rhetoric is more important than actual facts in it. What football fans will say, yeah, is that these players have got all the managers sacked, right? This is what these guys will say. These players, yeah, got all managers sacked. Bro, half of these players were bought in this season. I hate the fact, yeah, that Man United yeah, can get a new team, yeah, every 2 years, yeah. And for the last 10 years, yeah, it's these players got the manager sacked. When Pogba and Martial were here, these players got every manager sacked. Now they're gone and they've been replaced by new players. These players got all the manager. No, bro. We keep replacing players. There's no Sancho. There's no Antony. Like, these players that you're watching right now, yeah, got no managers sacked, bro. Every 3 years we change the team. The only players right now, yeah, playing for Manchester United that were there under Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho is nobody. There is nobody playing for Man United right now that played under Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho. Only Bruno played under Oli. Every one of these players, yeah, maybe apart from Dallo and Maguire, 3 players. 3 players played under Oli. So it's like these players are not getting all the managers sacked because they're not the same players. They're all new players. I mean, by the next season, we'll buy 5 more players and get rid of. And then what? In 3 years' time, when the whole team is new, brand new, and our 12th manager since Fergie's been sacked, the rhetoric will be these managers, these same players get the manager sacked. The same? No, bro. No. How is it the same? What are you talking about? No. Brand new squad. This is a brand new squad. Brand new squad. And every time we get a brand new squad, it's we need another new squad. We need another new squad. Fair enough, we still do need another new squad, but let's not lie in it. Let's not tell lies. Anyway, Oz, so slow in attack. Players are just standing around, no movement. They don't know the plan or the options. Oz, you're seeing what I'm seeing. All we can say is what we see. Something is happening on the training ground that's not translating. Excuse me, people. Not translating to the football pitch. That's the coach's and the manager's job. Like these players, their confidence is shot. And I always tell you this: if you're playing a system and you lose and lose and lose and lose playing the system, no matter like your brain is your brain, innit? Your brain at subconscious level without your permission, yeah, will start not rating the system. You don't need to like consciously hate the system. You don't need to consciously think the system's crap. But your brain at subconscious level will think, you'll not run as quick. You start losing confidence. You can't buy into something, yeah, if you keep losing when you buy into it. It's just common sense. The manager's not giving these players anything to buy into because they're trying their best to fulfill his wishes and they're losing all the time. Look at the Core, man. And the way that Everton are playing with freedom, all you got to do, yeah, is give the players confidence and let them play. Like, and I get it, guys. I do get it. Overall, the fact of the matter is this manager has come in and he's trying to change our system while playing football midway through the season. While, to be honest, all Moyes has done is gone into Everton, hasn't changed the system, hasn't tried to confuse these players. He's just giving them a bit of confidence and setting them up better. Like, I'm not gonna lie yet, I don't care about the system. I don't care about 3-5, whatever, or 3. I don't care. All I care is about Man United playing. So if he can play better football playing 4-4-3, then do that. I don't actually care about the system. This manager, yeah, clearly cares more about the system, yeah, than everything else. Like, you can still play, still have your principles installed, yeah, and still be like, do you know what? I don't have 10s. Let me play with wingers. You can still do that. Like, when we talk about flexibility, that's what we're talking about. But this manager's not showing any of that sort of flexibility at all. And one thing that we all expected, one thing we all wanted from this manager is better football. We all thought, yeah, this guy, yeah, oh my lord, pull back. That should have been maybe 3-0. Good defending by Mazraoui. I thought Dogu was gonna put him down for a penalty. I thought Dogu was gonna went through Maguire's legs as you'd expect it. Going through Maguire's legs. And also, one thing that's also I've noticed, yeah, the messaging from the club, yeah, is not even subtle anymore. The messaging from the club is, we're in financial difficulties and it's a player's fault. That is the messaging from the club. I've heard Amrim twice now say that people are getting fired left, right, and centre in the club, and it's because the first team are not doing well. So he's aligned all these people getting fired and losing their jobs and all these cuts, yeah, to these players. And some of these players are new. Zirkzees, the Lichts, all of these players that we signed, half this team have only just come this season. So the demise that Amrim and the club are alluding to isn't just these set of players. It's been happening for the last 20 years. But yet, the messaging from the club and the rhetoric is everyone's getting fired, everyone's losing their job, and it's the first team's fault. So if you're in the first team and you're hearing that it's your fault, yeah, not the manager's fault for trying this stupid system and trying to force you guys to play this dumb football rather than playing to your strength. The manager's doing this. The manager is playing you out of position, playing this system, making you look crap. Because these players have pride. These players don't want to look shit. These players are going out there playing some mad system with no cohesion, don't know what they're doing, and they're looking shit. They're going back in the fucking half time or after the match is finished, turning on the TV on and seeing their manager say, everything shit, everything that's wrong with the club is because the first team are not doing well. So we have to make all these cuts. And you're thinking, rah, I've just been signed. Or you're thinking, rah, I'm only flipping trying to follow your instructions. So you're getting angry. You're gonna get pissed off. Casemiro and all these guys who he's disrespected is already pissed off. Like, it's crazy, man. This manager, I know it's a combination of the manager, the players, and everything else. But right now, like I said, I'm gonna talk about the manager because I feel like I have given him a free ride up until now. Because you're supposed to, when a new manager comes in, you're supposed to give him time. You're supposed to be like, you know what? A new manager, let him get used to the players. I know the players more than him, all of these things. But right now, he's not doing his job as a manager. Your job as a manager, Amrim, is to do whatever it takes to get the best out of these players. I do not believe this manager can get the best out of these players anymore. I feel like it's done. I feel like the only way, yeah, this manager can be successful now at this club, yeah, is if he gets rid of all of these players, almost all of them. He has to get rid of the players here who were there when his system was failing. Because if you're there when your system is failing, you got no belief in it. These players right now have zero belief in this system. You can see they don't believe in it. It's not there. So in order for the system now to work, yeah, these players can't just gain belief. You almost got to start fresh, get rid of all the players, and get a new set of players that are willing to buy into your system. And that's not going to happen. Man United are not going to get rid of 24 players and sign 24. They're not Chelsea. So as time goes on, I'm struggling to see how this manager turns it around. Because him turning it around depends on Ineos. Depends on how Ineos backs him, how much money he gets. And then you have to ask a question. Based on what you've seen, should Ineos give him money? Should Ineos give him 600 million in the way that Ten Hag was given 600 million? Based on what I've seen so far, no, they shouldn't. But at the same time, I kind of do want to see what happens when this manager gets his players. While on the flip side of that, thinking, let's stop buying players specifically from managers. We did say as a football club we're gonna stop buying players specifically for managers' systems, because as soon as that manager leaves, we are stuck with a player that we can't use. And it happens over and over again, and we have to get rid of the players. So we said, more or less as a fan base, we kind of agreed that we need to make club signings. But then we've always had club signings. We've always made club signings that the managers don't want to play. So it's always difficult. It's like club needs to make signings that will outlast the managers, just in case the managers leave. While at the same time, if you do that, the players you bring in, the manager don't like and don't play. But then if you buy players specifically for the manager and they don't work, then you're left with really specific players for a specific system. And when that manager leaves, you're left with those players, and you have to. We've seen the Lindelofs, we've seen players that we can't get rid of. So it's nuanced, just like a lot of other things. It's nuanced. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy what we're seeing right now as United fans, and I can't see it getting better. I can't see, yeah, based on what's happening right now, I cannot see how we improve the situation. And the fact of the matter is, if we had this manager all season on this form, we would be more in a relegation battle. Like, we would be more in a relegation battle. The players' confidence must be so low, man. Must be so low. The players are scared. The players are lacking confidence. They're all a shell of themselves. And if we can't see how Zirkzee was arguably the player of, well, he got into the team of the season in Italy last season. He was the best striker in the Italian league, ahead of all the other strikers, ahead of Lukaku, he was the best striker in that league last season. And now when you look at him, he looks absolutely terrible. Like, we have to understand that it's not the players, bro. It's not just the players. Anyway, guys, as usual, I'm gonna I'm gonna go away for a couple minutes, but I'll be back for the second half. Stay tuned, people. Toilet break, quick toilet break. Um, quickly before I go, kind of see saying that these players sacked many managers is indeed parroting. Yeah. It's just my thing about rhetoric. Yeah, most football fans, yeah, just attach themselves to the common rhetoric. So somebody has to start something somewhere, and it's usually the newspapers. It's usually the newspapers, right? And the sort of the right wing sort of media in this country, the Daily Mail. It's usually people like that who start a rhetoric, and the rhetoric is usually protecting a player. Like, they'll start attacking Zirkzee just to move the eyes away from hojlund, and agents get involved in this PR stuff as well. So it's like, yeah, it's annoying, man. It's annoying. Like, this rhetoric thing is all that matters now. Facts don't matter. It's about saying something that most people agree with to feel that you're right. So you say the average thing. You say what the majority say, and that's all you need, because it means you're right. If the majority think this way, it means you're right, and that's all. And these guys are losing every single week, bro. Every single week, and they want to blame the players, bro. If the players are losing, playing shit every single week, we know it's not just the players. Like, it's not the players. Look at that ball. Anyway, guys, I'm pissed off. Anyway, guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Sound and video is back. We are back. Thinking about Amarim right now, yeah, is that he looks dejected. He looks void of ideas. He looks lost. It doesn't look like, yeah, if you're flipping a player right now, that you can turn to your manager and he's gonna give you something that you need. Give you the, like, it doesn't look like he's gonna do anything. If Everton win this game, they go 4 points above United. What's the problem, guys? We need to now start talking about the problems now and how we can fix it. Like the problem is, yeah, I feel like feels like I feel that Amarim thinks that his system defines him. Like, and the more and more I'm experiencing this with Amarim, the more and more I'm starting to look at these sort of new managers with this sort of die hard systems and die hard philosophies. Like Pep is the father of that sort of thing, I think, or at least help bring that idea, those sort of ideas to the forefront. Because like Fergie had loads of systems, 4-4-2, 4-3-3. He played multiple different ways, yeah, through his tenure, right? And to be honest, Pep's had to change a little bit. Pep doesn't really want to play with a Haaland type striker, but he's had to. He's had to, right? This guy came in. This manager came in, and he's refused to drop Dallo and Bruno. And there's been talk about this Portuguese bias. I don't know if it's true, but visually, the idea that Bruno and Dallo are like the two players who never get dropped, hardly ever get dropped, and the two Portuguese. Maybe he's come in and he's seen these two Portuguese guys and he's put his faith. He's put his faith in them, you know, because it's trusting. I don't know what it is, but a lot of fans have been talking about Dallo not playing. Like they've want Dallo to come out of the team because he's just not good enough as a wing back. That's good, Zirkzee. Give it back again. Huh? What's Ugarte doing? It's just the way that even Ugarte. I'm gonna lie, yeah, Ugarte, yeah, on the ball, yeah, he's not him. Like I said, running around off the ball and all these things, yeah. Oh, unlucky. Don't shoot, Cass. Oh, good. Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving. Unlucky. All right. Keep going. Keep going. Pin them back. Good. Dallo, hold the width. Bring it inside. Come on, keep moving. Keep moving the ball. One quicker. You got to move it quicker, man. That's it. That's it. Keep moving it. It's better. One touch. There's 2 touches maximum. Oh, Cass. That's not good enough, man. All right. Cool. That's it. That's it. We got to move it quick. Maguire, every time Maguire gets a ball in defense, he just slows it down, man. He's so slow. All right, corner. Over his head, through his legs, it's Magic Maguire. Are we still back in the manager? I just deep it. We have Rasmus and Maguire at either end of our spine. Think about that. Yeah, yeah. No, good point. You got Maguire at the one end of the spine, and you got Rasmus at the tip of the spine. Oh man, problem. Amarim brought in for his system and style. He has publicly said he will play his way until he's sacked. Yeah, yeah. He. One thing about Amarim that I will rate though, in a way, as much as I'm criticizing it, it's like I'm gonna play my way until I'm sacked. Like he's not afraid to be sacked. Like he's not gonna. There's something about that. That quality. If, yeah, is like and he was bought. And the thing is, he was apparently brought in for his way of playing anyway. So it's it's a quality, man. It is a quality you have to admire at the end of the day. Even though we're criticizing it because it's been tested. That quality right now has been tested because we do want him to adapt a bit more. But he's been brought in because of his style, I believe. So he said he's gonna he'd rather get fired than change. Psh, man standing on the game like he's you know there's something about that. That's like having cotton balls hold up your back. That's a good analogy, man. Maguire and Rasmus Hoyland is like a cotton stick, or cotton stick. The cotton stick has you know, cotton at either end, innit? That's Maguire and Rasmus Hoyland. Oh, this is rubbish. A rubbish corner from Bruno. Nobody's. Why wasn't nobody on the goalkeeper? Every time, yeah. This is what I don't like about Man United. There is no corner, yeah, that is taken against Man United that there's not somebody standing on the goalkeeper or around the goalkeeper. I feel like this is a thing now where you have to have somebody on the goalkeeper. We had nobody near the goalkeeper there. This is rubbish, man. One first half goal in last 17 games in all competitions. Bruno penalty versus Brighton. Wow. That's crazy. That's a crazy stat, Oz. One first half goal in 17 games in all competitions. And it's a penalty as well. We don't score goals. It's so clear that we just don't score goals. This is crazy. That's a crazy stat, you know. Loose leaf paper. That's funny. That's a crazy stat, you know. One league goal in the first half in 17. Oh man, this is not good. What's gonna happen though, guys? Where's the tipping point, do you think, people? Where's the point? Because some United fans are like, no matter what he does, they won't sack him. And I'm like, well, if he gets relegated, surely they're gonna sack him. Like where do you think Ineos's limit is? You know? Where are Ineos's limit? Because one thing is for sure, they would not have spent £10 million sacking Ten Hag during the middle of the season if they believed the guy they were going to bring in was going to do worse than Ten Hag. So they definitely believed that this manager would not be in this position and would be doing better. They definitely believe that. But at the same time, I also believe they are willing to give him time. How much time and how much leeway, I don't know. That's the that's the question. What was the manager saying in the press conference? What was the manager saying in the press conference? Our training sounds better. That's what Amarim said. What's improved? Our training sounds better. You know when you can't find anything positive to say. Uh, uh, the training sounds better. That's when you know you try to find I think the training sounds better. Uh, Amarim. Amarim. Do 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 do. Amarim. Do 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 do. Amarim. Amarim. Do 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 do. That's nice. All right, let's see what we can do here. Ah, Bruno. Oh, Bruno, that was so bad, man. Oh, cross, Ashley Young, finish. No, Rasmus just gets pushed to the ground. Kind FC, our training is weighty, bruv. Rasmus getting bodied all all over the place. I just saw it, man. Man, he just ran and he just get. The thing is, yeah, it didn't look like he was like really henched out, or it looked like it was just a little palm off, a palm off, like, and he just went like this, he just fell over. Like, it didn't look much. This youth, man, I don't understand, bro. Like, what happened to his center of gravity? What's happened? Like, he looks tall, it looks big, it looks like he shouldn't get most of the. Yeah, man. But the way that he's always on the floor, Rasmus, I don't get. His balance is off. And I know it's his balance, bro. Because when he shoots, yeah, watch when Rasmus shoots. A lot of times when Rasmus shoots, he ends up on the floor after he's shot. So how are you shooting and then you're ending up prostate? Is it prostate? Yeah. After shooting, like on the floor, bro. Like rather than still standing up. Is this balance is weird, Rasmus? I don't know because when we signed Erasmus, I heard about his back issues. Apparently, he's got long term back issues that need to be managed or monitored. I don't know if that's 100% true, but I believe that's what I heard. So I don't know if his lack of balance comes from the fact that something's going on with his back and his back's not as strong. I don't know. Like, is his feet too small? Maybe he's like 6 foot, yeah, and he's got like size fives. Maybe he's 6 foot and size five, and so he can't. I don't know. This is criminal. Like, why did Onana just kick it out like that, man? Keep it in. A lot of these commentators, yeah, listen to like if you ask them about how they're seeing the game and what needs to improve, whatever, all they're gonna do is just go to the rhetoric, go to and Casemiro hasn't got the legs, and that's the reason why we're losing. And Zirkzee's got Afro, and that's the reason why we're losing. He's just gonna go to the talking. That's what they do. Go to the what's been established, the established talking point that's been agreed by the media and by society as a consensus, which means it's true. It's so lazy, lazy man, lazy them boy, them lazy man, I lazy them lazy. Yeah, I read something about his back, Rasmus. Like I said, I don't know if that's affecting his football long term. That was good. I don't know if Branthwaite meant that, yeah, but that back header, yeah, is slick still. Like I'm sure. Wait, that went out, man. That went out, man. But still, he's to even try that, the audacity to try some back header. Garnacho's getting ready. 18 for 17. So you got Casemiro. What the hell's he doing? So Bruno's dropping. So you go. Bruno's gonna drop to where Casemiro is playing in the double pivot, and Garnacho just gonna go in the 10. That's it. Come on, ugarte. Put your foot on the ball, man. All right. See, that's what I'm saying. That Ghana just caught ugarte there late, and he got yellow. If you got technical players, yeah, you don't need like overly 11 physical players, bro, because these physical players are just gonna foul your technical players, and like every game they're going down to flipping 10 men, and eventually they're gonna have to stand off you because they'll be scared that you're gonna not turn and not make them or do something mad, and they'll start. Oh man, Delete is on a mad one today. Delete is on a mad one today. Look at this pass back from Delete. He's taking the piss, Delete. Delete's taking the piss. I can't believe Delete is doing stuff like that. That is so bad. Look at Fergie's face. I can't believe Delete is doing stuff like that. But that's just something that Phil Jones would do, to be fair. But that's crazy. Delete, I've stood up for Delete. Delete's been alright. But this game, yeah, hasn't been one for Delete. This game hasn't been one for anybody. Let's keep it 100. Oh, Garnacho's missed kicking the ball and shit. Everyone's missed kicking the ball. Uh, yeah, I was thinking it's not. It's not. It's crazy, isn't it? It wasn't. But in a way, I probably should have done that because the time was synced perfectly with the old time. Now that I'm live, I don't know. But anyway, we got we got 66 minutes on the clock, guys. Oh, Maguire. That's a problem with Maguire, man. Foul by Maguire. His lack of mobility now is showing. Everyone is like resetting to their like default factory settings. Everyone's going back to their default factory settings, guys. Once you suck the confidence out of the team, yeah, you see that the worst versions of everybody, and that's what we're seeing right now. We're gonna now go back to seeing the worst version of Maguire, the worst version of Bruno, the worst version of Ugarte, the worst version of Zirkzee. Rasmus, we haven't seen the good version of him, so we're just gonna continue seeing Rasmus. And how do you get out of this? Usually, you get out of the situation by hiring a new manager. That's the problem. That's what usually happens. But this is he's supposed to be our new manager. Um, kind of see Rasmus was money laundering by Ten Hag and SCG. Then came the man came and dominated Arnold and Murto. Yeah, man. Like we need to look into this Rasmus Hoyland deal when everything is said and done because it looks smelly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. This Rasmus deal is it's 72 million. You know, for a man, yeah, he hadn't scored more than like 10 goals in his whole career. When you think about what we did, bruv, this Rasmus didn't do anything in Italy anyway. He was average, and he played out wide for Atlanta most of the time. Yeah, and he scored like his GA was 10. His GA was 10. Not even his goals. His GA was 10. And we flipping spent 72 million pounds on an unproven striker who's done nothing. But when you actually think about it, it's crazy how not enough people are talking about it. Hoyland's coming off for Obi Martin. So Obi Martin's gonna get half an hour, guys. And then we got Lenny Euro coming on. Because we think about Lenny Euro, we forget that Lenny Euro's only 19, you know. It's only because we spent 60 million pounds on him. Even Lenny, yeah. 60 million pounds on a defender is still crazy as well, to be fair. Like we spent 85 on Maguire and then 5 years later we went, no, let's spend 60 pounds 60 million on this one. Fair enough. He's touted as like one for the future. Like he's touted as like the way that Ligt was spoken about. He's he's been spoken about the same way, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with Lenny if he'll develop into the defender. Huh? Handball. All right. Free kick to Man United. Let's see what you man are saying. Can kind of see once Everton scored, I stopped recognizing where anyone was playing. The whole shape became disjointed. Yeah. The money Everton hard paid Ajax might have been actual collusion though. It wasn't available earlier in the summer for less. He wasn't here. Yeah, yeah. Oz, you're right. He was available for less. I thought that even at the time, yeah, I was like, and we waited and waited, and then rather than spending 30 or 40 million pounds on him, we end up spending 85 million pounds on Antony, and then Bruno, well done, Bruno, well done, well done. And the rhetoric now, the rhetoric is Bruno turns up in big. This is not a big game. This is against Everton, by the way, guys. This is the problem. This is against Everton, yeah, and now it's gonna be like Bruno saved us. Bruno's been one of the worst players on the pitch today, and this is the difficulty of judging Bruno. He has been one of the worst players on the pitch today, but he scored the goal that's put us back in the game. So that's it. So it's like you have to acknowledge that while acknowledging the fact that this guy's our captain, and today he's been ghost. So it is what it is, man. Bruno's Marmite. Bruno is that Marmite player. Fully Marmite. You love this motherfucker or you hate this motherfucker. And you can understand why. Oh my gosh. How did Corey just turn like that? No, no, no. Let's go. Suddenly we look better. You tried to fix that into Zirkzee. Oh, Kobe, Obi. That touch, man. Oh, Obi, that was your first little test there, man. If you just taken that in your stride and just turned with that. Yeah, man, this Obi guy, already, yeah, you can see how raw Obi is. I mean, to be honest, the way that we're playing right now, yeah, I don't think he's gonna stand out. Because the way that we've been playing, we play like we're flipping under 18s. Anyway, let's see what we can do now. Mm. And the thing is, this garnacho coming on with like 20 minutes to go, this is how we should always be using garnacho. Garnacho starting football matches is not it. It's not the one. But Garnacho coming on, 15, 20 minutes to go, with his kamikaze way he plays football. Yeah, yeah. We only need that kamikaze shit for 15 minutes in a match. We don't need it for the whole full 90 minutes. We need cohesive football. Oh, no. Unlucky. Oh, we got back well. Well done. Obi, come on, man. Get your foot on the ball, bro. I know you're a kid, but get your foot on the ball. So far, your touches have been very timid and nervous. You need to, like, put your foot on the ball and pass it. Give a strong pass, you know? He just looks nervous. All right. All right. We're playing with more dynamism. Look, the passes are actually getting to our teammates all of a sudden. It's interesting, isn't it? I always tell people football is up in your brain, man. Your brain is your everything. Your brain controls everything about you. So of course, it's in your, football's played in your head. That's an understatement, but like, you know what I mean, man. Confidence is important, man. Give it back, Garnacho. Just give it back. You don't need to run around that far, Garnacho. Just play it back. Mm-mm. Yeah, man. Ugarte hasn't got the quality, man. Even there, Ugarte could put the cross in and he just hit the first man. The problem I have with Ugarte is that on the ball, all right. I know, and also Bruno's is keeping the ball as well. Yeah, Maguire. I'm always scared when Maguire's up there. But when Maguire's up there, it means he's not down defending. So when Maguire goes forward, it means he's not trying to be. Huh? What's he doing? I don't know, man. That didn't look like a free kick or nothing. Maguire just fell down. What's Maguire doing? That's not a free. That's not a penalty, man. Get up, man. That's not a penalty any day in any league. How do you know it's very good one on one? Very quick. How many? Shush. This is forming a rhetoric without evidence. Harry Suarez, you know. Harry Suarez. Bro, that's not even a foul in a flipping non-contact sport, you know. If you're playing a non-contact sport, that wouldn't even be a foul. Like Harry Suarez, you know. I need, yeah, the internet to be talking about Rasmus Hojlund, bro. Rasmus Hojlund, yeah, is allowed to play rubbish every week. He's allowed to play striker and to play shit every week, and nobody talks about it. I feel better already with OB playing up front. There you go. 2-all. 2-all. Ugarte has scored the second goal. Man United 2. Everton 2. The game is not over. It's not over. Look at Man United fans. Come on, mate. Look at the fans. They're gonna forget about what they've seen. Yeah. If we do end up winning this match, they're gonna forget about what they've seen for 90 minutes, and they're gonna go home with that dopamine of the win. Which at the end of the day is wait, offside? Nah, he's on. Which at the end of the day is all that matters. Um, the win, that's all that matters. But what a finish! What a volley! That's a nice finish. Yeah, nice finish. The thing is, I was just talking about the fact that off the ball, this guy's fine. On the ball, distributing it, passing, movement, agility, dribbling, all of these. attacking qualities that you might need, Ugarte doesn't possess a lot of them. Then he just turns up with a goal, and a really, really nice goal with his left foot, a really good volley. So let's also understand what we're seeing, yeah? The players are saving this manager. This system is not working, yeah? And what we've seen, yeah, is individual brilliance. Let's understand, yeah? And this is at this channel, we're going to keep things 100 on this channel. We're going to educate ourselves, yeah, and how our brains work and understand what we're seeing, yeah? We're playing crap. But 2 goals we've scored, neither of them are team goals. One of them was a free kick, Bruno. The other one, the ball came in the air and Ugarte volleyed it. 2 goals of individual brilliance. The players, yeah, have saved this manager. So 2 goals from set pieces, basically. So then you gotta think to yourself, are these players really shit? If you got everyone playing rubbish, everybody playing rubbish and have no cohesion and can't pass to each other, and then you just gotta think about the structure and the manager. Anyway, we got 8 minutes left. Next goal wins. Next goal wins. Branthwaite has gone down in the box. Mm. And also, guys, let's not do the whole 2-0 down, all the players are shit. 2-2, it's the manager. You know, when we're losing, it's because the players are shit, and when we score, it's because the manager's good. Let's not do that sort of analysis either. Let's. Oh. Ah, let's see this. I can't see. Nah, it's not a penalty. It's his shoulder. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's not. That's not a penalty, man. Everton players are all flipping on their knees right now because they've been flipping because they're dying out there, or they're milking this time wasting thing because they know United right now are on top. All right, so couple of minutes. I reckon this guy is gonna be down for who is it? Is it Branthwaite again? Yeah, it's a Branthwaite. The player that United were in for in the summer. Yeah, kind of see it's not a pen still. But if it was given, you know, I'll take it still. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that shot from Bruno is like it's such a basic, like it's a good shot. But when you think about it, he's basically shot in a corner, yeah, the only corner he could see, the corner that the goalkeeper is supposed to cover. Like that's a corner you're supposed to stand as a goalkeeper because you got the corner. So you got your player standing in the wall on the other side. So you're supposed to cover that side. So how the hell, yeah, are you beaten on the side that you're supposed to cover? Like, that's bad goalkeeping. But he's not gonna get criticized like Onana would if Onana conceded a goal like that. All right. Ah, oh, unlucky. Uh oh. There's a good Dorgu's header. Oh my lord, why is he always? Why is Beto always out jumping Maguire? I don't want to get why Maguire is planted on the ground when this ball comes in. What's he doing? I, I don't get it. Like when that ball goes in, yeah, you got the striker just in the air, floating in the air, and you got the defender just like planted. I'm like, bro, time your jump. You know the ball's coming in. You time it, yeah. So you are also in the air, yeah, and you had the ball clear, bro. It's so frustrating to watch. Anyway, it looks like this game's gonna end in a draw, but it's a couple minutes left. You know, see, this Everton team are not even good. This Everton team, all of a sudden, yeah, just look average. All of a sudden, look average. Oh, that's not good. Oh, save goalkeeper. Pickford save from Bruno's shot. All right. I think we got about 5, 6 minutes left of this game. All right, guys. It'll be typical Man United to flip in. Huh? What happened? Huh? Who just got booked? Obi. Little Obi, young Obi got booked. He's yellow carded. Listen, kid, relax now. You just be on your best behavior because you don't want to just get another yellow card just like needlessly. You know the ones. Ah, Dallo, what are you gonna do, Dallo? What are you gonna do, Dallo? Oh my gosh. Chivo, give it. Nice. Obi. Garnacho. Overlap. Use the overlap, please, Garnacho, please. Oh, Zirkzee. Zach, you gotta do better than that, man. You gotta put your foot through the ball. You gotta hit it. Ah, this is why the manager doesn't play you up front. Ah, this is why the manager doesn't play you up front, Zax. You got to put your foot through that ball. You got to hit, and it has to stay hit. Bottom corner. You just side footed it, bro. You you side footed it, and if you got side footed, that it has to be in the corner. This Everton team, man, I can't believe this match is gonna end in a draw. Well, you know, we're not losing, so it's better than losing, I guess. Man, Zirkzee, put your foot through the ball, man. Wow, Onana, Onana just fell over. Oh, oh man. Kind of see. Garnacho is allergic to the overlap. In any case, she should have given it back to Cheeto. Yeah, man. Like I don't get. I know. You know when you teach somebody something one time, yeah, and they just can't stop doing it. I feel like somebody said to Garnacho, yeah, or taught him about using the overlap as a dummy, because obviously a lot of forwards, yeah, use it as a decoy. The guy overlaps, yeah, takes the defender away, and you cut in into space because the overlap is, you know. But I feel like somebody told him about that, and because someone told him about that one time, he just does it all the time, and he now never uses the overlap. Bro, you got to mix it up. You got to mix it up. Sometimes you got. Oh my lord. Oh my gosh. You are kidding. I don't even know what just happened. All I saw was people on the floor, and all I heard was the commentator screaming, "It's a penalty." I don't know what happened. What in the hell? Let's see. What? All right. Oh man, that's a shirt tug. That's a shirt tug. Oh my lord, bro. I can't believe that's gonna like. The thing is, I don't think Young was gonna get it either, man. That is so disappointing, man. I can after all that work to get back to 2-2. Oh man, that's crazy. That's not. That's so soft. I know it's it's hard because he's just. It's. I've heard. Yeah, I've seen. Oh man, it's soft. Onana should have done better there, but still think it's a soft pen. Yeah, yeah. Onana needs to stop. Onana needs to. He needs to stop. Yeah, saving the ball and not pushing it out wide. Like I just feel like it's a soft penalty though. I feel like there was a little. You know when someone's like, and I feel like it's still soft. Like, cause I don't know, but if it's given, it's soft. But I can see why it's given. You know the ones I can see why it's given, but it's for me it's still soft. Like he didn't get tripped, he didn't get pushed. It's not a hard. It's not like a concrete foul. If that makes sense. Like if that was anywhere else in the pitch, that might not even be a foul because I've seen people put their hands on each other and while running. So it's like it's hard. That's why I say it's soft, but I can understand why it will be given. You know? Yeah, he's not giving it. He's not giving it. I did say he kept looking at it, and I reckon he's like, do you know what? It's soft. It's soft. And I tell you what it also. I tell you what it is. Yeah, it's because Ashley Young did a whole dramatic dive thing. If he just fell over like normally, maybe, but because he Ashley Young dived like he just got sniped. Like, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Onana needs to. I don't know why Onana's parrying the ball out in front of goal rather than then parrying it to the side. Yeah, yeah, good call. Young just stopped. They had a little coming together. That's how I felt. It was like just because you see someone's put your hand on you or whatever, or this like little that is like not enough for me. Uh there you go, draw. Uh it's the end of the draw. It is what it is. But it's interesting, guys, how as soon as we I know it's hard to analyze things in a binary way, but we gotta play with Zirkzee as a striker now. There you go, corner. The last kick of the game. You gotta put everyone up. Get everyone up. Get everyone up, man. That's it. Send Onana. Nana. Send Onana up. Send everyone up. Let's go. The last kick of the game. This is Maguire. This is Maguire's time. Come on, slabhead. Maguire, power. What's going on? It's no 2-2. The full-time whistle has rung, has been blown. My gosh, this was a mid-off and a half. This is what you call, guys, a mid-off. The quality of football that we have seen in this match today is abysmal. The first half, yeah, from a Man United perspective, my Lord Jesus of Nazareth. Crap. Rubbish. Every word trash for you Americans. Yeah. Every word you can think of to describe feces. United were abysmal. And even though we scored 2 goals in the second half, we were crap. The goals weren't scored because, do you know what? We improved in the second half. I'll tell you what it is. After the first goal went in, yeah, Everton's confidence, yeah, started to rock. They started to lean, yeah, and then our confidence went up. And listen, football is a game of mentality. It's a game of confidence. I always say 50%, yeah, of football is played here, is here. And 50% is your physical ability to do whatever you want to do. Is your ability to shoot, is your ability to pass. You can have all the ability in the world, yeah, but your decision making, your spatial awareness, your understanding of the game, where to be, where not to be, everything about your football is up here. So if this is not right, yeah, then you're not gonna play well, regardless of how good you are. And once again today, as we saw, it was individual brilliance that saved us. It wasn't the cohesiveness of the way we played football. Because yes, that improved only after Bruno's goal went in. And only after Everton's confidence dropped and our confidence grew. That's when we started playing a little bit of football. We have to talk about the manager. In my match reaction, we're going to have to talk about the manager and the way he sets the team up and what he's doing on the training ground, his interpretation of the system, like, and how he's going to fix it. Because today, yeah, was a day where we played the Everton team, an Everton team that we beat 4-0 in one of this manager's first games. And the same team we struggled. Well, this Everton team, you could argue, should have beaten us. The same team we beat 4-0, we almost lost to. So we're going to have to dissect it and understand what the hell happened. What the hell is happening? And can this be improved on? Can this be improved on? Because we can talk about the players not being good enough, and we're aware of a lot of these players not good enough. But look what these players also did. It was these individual players. It was individual brilliance that got us back into the game today. So if you're saying it's the players, then the players turned up in a way and came up with 2 set-piece goals. 2 goals out of the blue. We didn't have a shot on target until that. And if you don't have a shot on target, that's not the players. That's the system and the manager. So Obi came on and he wasn't no better than Rasmus Hojlund. That's the truth. But he's 18 and all these things. But he came on and he wasn't that much better than Rasmus. He wasn't really in the game when he came on for the 10 minutes. But I didn't really expect him to. The players weren't good today. But they kept fighting today. The players kept fighting today and they weren't good. So when you got a team where now nobody's playing well, but you can still see they're fine. Then you got to start thinking about the system, because the players couldn't even find each other in the first half. We all saw the first half. The passes were going astray left, right, and centre. Just a little bit of pressure, and we couldn't find each other. Listen, at the end of the day, this is what I see. The manager coached a loss, and the players managed the draw. Anyway, let me quickly do my match reaction. Let me pin this up. Man United have managed to draw against Everton 2-2 at Goodison. And listen, guys, listen. Everton were winning 2-0. And at that time, I thought there was no way that Man United could get back into this game. The way that they were playing, the lack of cohesion, the slow passing, none of the passes were getting to their teammates. We were slow on the ball, slow off the ball. Everton were just quicker than us, faster than us. Same thing. Just better on the ball than us in the first half. And their goals were well-deserved. Well-deserved goals. The first goal, listen, the defending in both goals was absolutely atrocious. And I know some people are going to blame Onana. And Onana will get some criticism, and probably rightfully so. But Maguire's positioning. Yeah. And I know a lot of people have been talking about how Maguire has turned a new leaf and whatnot. But Maguire is playing in a back three. And I've said it many times, in a back three, which is his favourable position, where he gets protected anyway. And even then, I see that we're dropping too deep because of him, because he's scared to push up. He doesn't attack the defender. He drops off too easily. He allows too much space, and his lack of mobility is an issue. He cannot move. So I'm done with this Maguire experiment. This manager, I understand that we don't have many options, and he played CASEMIRO and ugarte in a double pivot, and we've wanted to see that. So we can't fully say at one point play CASEMIRO and ugarte in midfield, try it, and when he does try it and it doesn't work that well,
criticise him for doing that, because that's stupid. So he tried it today, and well done for trying it today. And I don't think that was necessarily the issue. But the persistent selection of Rasmus Hojlund up front is a concern. Rasmus apparently is it 17 games, no goals now, or assists, something like that. Rasmus Hojlund plays badly in every game. I don't remember Rasmus Hojlund having, even the games he scored in, I don't remember him having good 90-minute performances or good games. He just scores goals. And many of you will say that's his job to score goals. Well, he's not scoring goals now. So you can't say that's his job, because he's not doing his job. And I need people to be calling this out, because this manager keeps on persisting with Rasmus. And I know we didn't score the 2 goals just because Rasmus came off. We can't just say that's the reason. But we played better when Rasmus was dusted off this football pitch and Obi came in. And the thing is, Obi came on, yeah, and Obi didn't even do much. Obi didn't even do much, but we just started playing better for some reason. Bruno dropped back into that double pivot in the second half when the changes were made. So we got, I guess, a player in that double pivot who passes the ball more forward, or passes the ball forward more than CASEMIRO did. So I guess that change gave us more attacking impetus. And to be fair, even though Garnacho's not my favourite player, Garnacho coming on, dribbling on that left-hand side and causing a threat, yeah, made a difference. And that's why I say, why can't Garnacho be played as a wing-back? Why can't he? Why can't we try that too? Because I feel like we're at the stage now as United fans where, why not? We're at the why not stage. We're at the, listen, we've tried everything and nothing's worked, so why not flipping, as long as it's not too crazy, as long as it's not let's play flipping Kobe in the 10 ahead of Zirkzee. Or, sorry, let's play Kobe Manu in as a striker. Let's not, that's stupid. He doesn't have the qualities for that. But at this point, try Garnacho as a wing back. All you got to do as a wing back to defend is get back into position, get back into your shape. Why not? Listen, this manager should not be given a free ride. I know a lot of fans say the season is a free hit. I do not believe it should be a free hit, because at the end of the day, everything has a limit. Everyone who's saying it's a free hit season and they've written off the season already, what if this manager loses every game until the end of the season and gets relegated? Will you still be saying Amram in and free hit? So everybody has their limit. You just got to find what your limit is. And say what your limit is. Don't do this every free pass. What is your limit with this manager? If we finish lower than 15th, this manager has to go. I think finishing 15th is crazy anyway, as it is. But I just believe that I need something to buy into. I need a reason to give this manager £300 million. And so far, he's not provided me with the reason to give him 300, 400 million pounds in two years to rebuild a squad in his image. He's not doing enough with the players he has. And yes, the players are not good enough, but you cannot convince me that these players are Everton level players. You can't convince me that they are, because they're not. And they showed it with their individual brilliance that they're not. They showed that once the system is unleashed, once their shackles are off, and one of Osman in our chat gave a really brilliant stat. He said, we haven't scored in the first half yet in 17 games, which means all our goals are scored in the second half, and probably usually in the last 20 minutes when the shackles are off, when the players play with freedom. So what does that tell you? When the players play to their strengths with freedom, when the manager throws his system out the window and throws on a Garnacho and does whatever in the last 25 minutes, we often score goals. When he brings on an Antony or whatever, in the last 10, 15 minutes to play with Ahmad on the right hand side, we score goals. Like when he abandons his rigidness, we score goals. And I want people to understand that. I need to see more of his system. And I think the players also need to see more of his system working for them to buy into it. And then the more we lose, or the more we fail to win, so even draws, right? The more we fail to win under this system, under this manager's rules, tactics, philosophy, the harder it will be for the players who buy into it, and the harder it will be for the manager to instill it. That's psychology. That's just normal. And I believe this manager is going to need a lot of players to play his way. And I do not know if Ineos have the money or the ambition to do what is needed. Or I don't even know if they will, because once again, are we going to buy players for a specific manager, for that manager to fail again and to be left with this manager's style, or to be left with this manager's type of player that we can't fit into the next manager's system? That has to be taken into account. So it is what it is. Once again, not a good performance. We haven't seen Man United play well for years now. Let's be honest. Probably deserved to lose the game. Everton played well. Scammed the draw by 2 players turning up with individual brilliance. And that's it. We move. We keep moving. We're probably now still in 15th or 14th. We're not going to go any higher this weekend. So I don't know what it means for this manager. You guys let me know what you think. Because really, it's about me understanding what you guys think. And me. I want to know your opinion. What's going to happen with this manager? With this team? Where are we going to finish, guys? Let me know. Anyway, that was my match reaction, guys. Hope you have a good week. Good day. Whatever, man. My brain's fried, man. This is dead. This is shit. And if you guys... Listen, we can't accept this, man. So either the manager has to come out and explain himself. The owners, something has to happen. If you man want to flip and protest. But this is not good, guys. This is not good. Anyway, peace out. Anyway, let me pin that up as a match reaction. Let me see what kind of C is saying quickly before I leave. I don't mind Maguire, Cass, and ugarte if we stay compact, but he can't play that diamond if he persists with man-to-man high press. Yeah, exactly. And the issue I have here is that because he's playing Zirkzee as a 10, yeah, and Zirkzee's not a 10, i.e., you need someone to play in that position, that 10 position, who's comfortable playing in centre midfield, that can come back into that midfield position and like help. Hence why I always say people like Cunha and those sort of like 10s are probably better in those positions for us, because they can come back and be like midfielders. Do you know what I'm saying? Where Zirkzee's a striker and we're playing him as a 10. And just because he's a false 9, or just because he drops deep and he links play and he's that sort of, he's a link man striker, doesn't mean he's a 10. He's not a 10. He's still a striker. He's just a different type of striker. People think there's only one type of striker. Like there wasn't like Inzaghi and Ronaldo and CR7, all different types of strikers. And then there's Mo Salah, who technically is a striker, but he plays from out wide. He's a striker. So, and then you got Haaland, who's a poach. Like, then you got Firmino, who's also a striker, but he drops deep. So, I hate the way that people think there's one type of striker, and like Bergkamp wasn't also a striker. Bergkamp was a striker. He had to drop deep, but he's also a striker. You have many different types of striker, like you have many different types of wingers. But people just don't want to. It's just so weird the way people think. Anyway, so Zirkzee playing in that 10 is an issue because he plays it like a striker. And he's not going to drop deep, which means that 2 in a double pivot, especially when Zirkzee plays that 10 role, they're even less protected. Which means for me, I don't think, you can play Rasmus and Zirkzee together. Because the problem with also playing Zirkzee as a 10 is that Zirkzee obviously will drop deep. while at the same time he's not going to be up front. And because of that, people are going to say, "Where's Zirkzee?" You know, when Pogba dropped deep to pick the ball up from the back four, and then created a chance, people be like, "Why isn't Pogba on the end of that? Where's Pogba, bro? Pogba can't be two places at once." So the problem Zirkzee's going to have, yeah, is that if he drops to link the play and doesn't get into the box quick enough, it's going to be Zirkzee's not a real striker. Where's Zirkzee? Where's Zirkzee? Bro, you can't do two things. You can't be two places at once. That's the problem that Martial had. He's linking the play and causing us to create goals, while at the same time you want him to be scoring the goals. And I'm like, he's basically doing the creative job. You want him to do the creative job and the goal scoring job, like a Pogba thing. And when he doesn't do both at the same time, you criticize him, so you can't win. And so you box in a footballer, so you can't you can never praise him for anything he does, because if he does one thing, he's not doing the other thing. That sort of psychology, I hate that psychology. It affects us all. It's a disease. But yeah, I don't think we can play, yeah, without a compact enough midfield structure with Zirkzee playing the 10. Hence why you got to play Zirkzee up front and play Garnacho as one of the 10s to run off Zirkzee. Give him that width if you want, and then play Bruno on the other side, maybe. You know? That's what I think. Um I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of people now are gonna start talking about the manager now. I feel like we avoided it for a while. We didn't really speak on it. A lot of the pundits, a lot of the ex-players, as you say, didn't really speak on it. But after Gary Neville last week, I feel like more pundits, more people in the media are gonna start talking about the manager and start criticizing the system. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. As usual, please share the vid with Man United fans. Before I go, let me check this poll that we did, this silly little poll. Will Amorim succeed at Man United? Let's see. No, well, it's kind of like split, really. But 44% of you guys think no, Amorim won't be successful because Ineos and Glazers are just dog shit human beings. And then he goes, 33% of you guys think he's too stubborn and he's sabotaging United. That's funny. I don't know if he's sabotaging United, but he's definitely too stubborn. I think he's a very stubborn manager. And 22% of you guys think he's got a plan. Let's stick by him. Listen, I want that to be the thing, and I can differentiate, yeah, between what I want to happen and what I think will happen. I want, yeah, there to be a plan. I want there to be a deep strategy where he knows exactly now what's going to happen. He knows these players and he knows exactly how to fix it. The issue I have is I think he thinks we should be doing better, which means he's not understanding what's going on. You know, when he feels like, I feel like this manager's thinking, oh, why isn't this working? That's how I feel like this. I feel like he's like, man, we should be doing better. And if that's the case, he's miscalculated something. Or it's me, he's misunderstanding something, which is more of a concern to me. Yeah. Because my concern is always going to be the manager's understanding. What is the manager's understanding of what is needed? And his ability to identify the players needed. You know. But yeah, that's the poll, guys. Kind FC says, I agree on Zirkzee. He should play up front. Bin Rasmus. Yeah. This Rasmus thing is over now. Like, if we're playing Obi, who's like 3 years younger than 3 years younger than Rasmus, and the difference is not, there's no decline. let's say you're playing this 18-year-old kid, yeah, and there's not a massive decline in the way we play. Then Rasmus is done, and £72 million for him too. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So if this kid that we spent no money on is performing the same level as someone we spent £72 million on, I want, and I don't know if he is going to perform at the same. We only saw 10 minutes of him, but I want to see people speak about it and talk about it and talk on it. Because like I keep saying, Rasmus, for some reason, just like Luke Shaw and Phil Jones, and you see the pattern here, right? Just like Luke Shaw and Phil Jones, yeah, Rasmus Hojlund gets a free pass, and Mason Mount. Like, Phil Jones was injured for 5 years at Man United and didn't play any football, and no one spoke about the fact that he just kept picking up checks. Luke Shaw is the same. But no, if Martial's injured for 5 games, get rid of him. When Martial was injured, all we kept hearing was get rid of him, sell him because he's injured. I never heard people say sell Luke Shaw because he's always injured. I never heard people say sell Mason Mount because he's always injured. I never heard anyone say sell Phil Jones because he's always injured. These players that I mentioned that all look similar, you don't hear people say sell them because they're always injured. If it's Martial, if it's Varane, if he's one of those sort of players, it's let's get rid of them because they're injury prone. Varane was available, yeah, more times than Martinez was. Yeah, everyone kept talking about Varane being injured. No, Martinez is the injury prone one. He was. He was injured more than Varane was during this when they were playing together. So it's like it's always about rhetoric and lies and misconceptions. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Anyway, the confidence is low, and it's clear to see watching this team that the confidence of the players are really, really low, which means they're not buying into the system. They don't have confidence in what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing, and they don't believe in it. We are one of the worst, if not the worst, footballing team in the league. As a follow-up to that, I can never truly trust Amorim with the Rasmus thing. The Dallo thing is also getting old. Yeah, I agree, kind of. See, I agree. Like, the sad thing about Dallo thing is that, like, this guy wasn't even playing Antony when he was available, and Dallo was playing every game as wingback. It's the fact that he wasn't prepared to play attacking players as wingback, and his best performances with this Manchester United side has come with playing more attacking players as wingback, and he wasn't prepared to do that. I feel like almost he's shoehorning Dallo into this team, like regardless, and that's having an impact on us because he shouldn't be in this team. He shouldn't. So, and this Rasmus Hojlund thing, like I don't know. I don't know. I used to think it was a profile thing. I spoke about this on the channel. Then I thought, no, it can't be a profile thing because he played. The profile thing got thrown out the window, yeah, when he took the piss and played Kobe as a striker. Then I was like, oh, it's not a profile thing because Kobe's slow and all of these things. So what is this? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is with this manager about this Hojlund thing, but I'm hoping that it's done now. I'm hoping that it's done. I'm hoping Hojlund comes on. Do you know what? Bring on Hojlund last 15 minutes with Garnacho on games and let them just run. Because one thing I like in the last 20 minutes when the games are stretched, maybe you can do, like I said, the kamikaze, get it and run at the defenders, and this kamikaze football that those guys know how to play, this transition football, end-to-end football that these guys play. Football that doesn't have any control in it. They just want to get the ball and run that way. They can't play with their back to goal. Neither Rasmus or Garnacho can play with their back to goal. because they don't know how to. They can't. They're not gonna find a man. They're not gonna slow the game down. They're just gonna get the ball and just attack. That's it. Like crackheads. Who's that? Who's that character in Dave Chappelle's show? Tyrone Big? No. Who's a crackhead in Dave Chappelle's show? It's Tyrone Biggums. It's Tyrone Biggums. They're just a bunch of Tyrone Biggums, man. Flipping neck, man. So bring them on, yeah. The last 20 minutes to go, yeah. Cool. And I bet, yeah, you'll start appreciating Garnacho more. Because we started appreciating Garnacho when he was used as a sub. When he was getting brought on for the last 15 minutes, yeah, of games and playing like the lesser games, we were like, he's all right. The minute he played 50 games last season, and we saw him play 50 games in a row, we're like, yeah, this guy's not it. Same for Rasmus. These guys there are not good enough to play for United. And right now, just bring them on with the last 15 minutes to go. Let them run like flipping, run like you know how you set people free on the field. Let them run around with their legs and just do their kamikaze football and discombobulate the defense. But that team can't run for 90 minutes. That's what I'm saying. It can't run for 90 minutes. You can't play them guys for 90 minutes. You cannot. You cannot. So that has to stop. I'm watching him with Bruno too. Not rotating him at least a little is not enabling the team to transition from him. Big point, you know. I like that point. I like that point. I think that as well, kind of see. I feel like I'm dying for this team because this team is still, while Bruno is still playing, I feel like this team is in Bruno's image. And I still feel like things flow through Bruno. And whether it flows through Bruno because Bruno is still, you know, one of our high chance creators, or it flows through Bruno because he has the hero mentality, i.e., when he gets the ball, he feels like he has to do something that matters. So when he gets the ball, he has to deliver a cross. He has to do something. Either way, I reckon we will only get to the next level once we stop playing through Bruno, because whoever footballer you choose to play your football through, you'll play through the type of football you will play will be his football, because the speed of the game, everything will be to his liking. So you kind of see football through his way. So the reason why Man United don't keep the ball well and we spam, we've not really kept the ball that well, is because we play through Bruno, and Bruno has about 60% possession most of the time. So our identity is kind of through, just like Arsenal. Arsenal plays through Saka, and Odegaard hogs that right hand side. Even though Odegaard's supposed to play down the middle, he hangs around the right hand side. He does a little 1-2 with Saka overlap, whatever. Like whoever you have in your team will dictate sometimes your style and the way you play. I cannot wait to see what we do as a football team once we're less reliant on Bruno, and once we can start. Once you're less reliant on a footballer, it becomes like a chessboard. It becomes like you can move pieces around better because you don't need to shoehorn. This is my opinion anyway. You don't need to shoehorn a player into positions he doesn't need to be in because you had to play with him. No. If you're less reliant on him, you can flip and play your system, play your tactics, and you can move the pieces around more fluently, I think, and I believe. So I can't wait till that day comes. But I feel like United go from relying on one player to the other. We go from relying on Pogba, Martial, to relying on Pogba, to relying on Bruno. And I feel like the reason why we do that is because there's always one or two players that are really good. But if you get a team where the whole team is good, the whole team is cohesive, and the system works, it won't just be one player. It will be a fluid system where goals can come from everywhere. Goals can come from the wing back, the striker, the number 10, and we're not reliant on one player. But I don't know if that day will come, or, you know, when that day will come. Maybe with Rasmus, it started as a profile thing, but if you can now see he's shit in it. Play the other guy that makes the team better. Yeah, I hear that. Maybe the Rasmus thing was he's Gorkes.
He's Gorkez. If you could squint a little bit, I think this guy is. Yeah, he's Gork. That's what I think it was. And then he realized, oh shit, he's not Gork. He's not Gorkez. He's not anything like him. He's just white and blonde like him. That's it. Maybe that's what it was. And then, but they kept persisting. He kept saying, maybe this manager feels like he's underestimated so many things. He feels like he can come in, change the system in the mid-season and be successful. So first of all, yeah, I feel like this manager feels like he can do a lot of shit. And he's just been shown that he can't in it. I feel like he's misunderstood that, listen, the managers in this league, yeah, they're good. You know when you're watching the league from the outside and you're like, oh, I could do it. Come on, I could fix Man United. I can whatever. I reckon he's come in, yeah, feeling himself. Moncler jacket, all of these things, yeah. And he's like, oh, snap. All of these managers are good. All of these teams are good. You got like to win in this league, yeah, it's different. Oh, snap. I reckon some of it is that. Some of it has to be that. Like, and that slap of realization, yeah, is stung like that freezing cold slap in the winter on your face, on the back of or the back of your neck, or or the slap on your bald head in the freezing cold. Whatever it is, that's how it felt to him. So yeah, maybe that's what it is. You know, he's got to recalibrate, man. Man's got to recalibrate things. Go back to the drawing board. Take off the Moncler jacket. Put on something cheaper and warmer. None of the ones not too flashy. Sort yourself out. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, man. When's the next game? When's the next game? Are we doing? Cause we're doing Europa League in about 2 weeks' time. So is it another week? And the thing is, we can't even use excuses now. This manager now is getting full weeks of trainings, full week of trainings, and this is what we're seeing. We're getting worse. We're playing Ipswich on Wednesday. There you go, guys. Notice we're actually playing worse. The more the manager gets the players in, the longer. Last 2 weeks, right? He's had a week of training between the games, and we've played the worst football than we've ever seen. The next 6 games: Ipswich Wednesday, go on. Fulham Sunday, woof. Real Sociedad, Arsenal, Sociedad again. Yeah, Leicester. Wow. So we have Ipswich, Fulham, and Leicester, and Arsenal in the league in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and as well as Real Sociedad twice. Guys, let me know where you think wins are gonna come from out of those games. Like, we should have lost this game. Anyway, I feel like I'm done now. My brain's fried. This team is shit. Guys, it's been lovely, as always. The chat has been lit, man. The chat is like it's getting better, man. It's flowing more. Like, I can watch the games now, and I don't need to be. These guys are not killing me like they used to, man, because the chat's keeping me alive. So, nah, man, let's keep it going, man. I don't know what else to say to you, lot. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? But yeah, I love you, man. In a bit, man. Blessing.